And welcome everybody to the Six Nations Sports and Cultural Memorial Center. This is Daryl Smart for Daryl Smart Media on the YouTube page here for Northern Premier Hockey League action between the Six Nations Ironmen and the Halton Hills Coyotes. Thanks for joining us on a snowy or a thawing out Sunday afternoon after the big snowfall. Not sure what it is about the Halton Hills Coyotes. Every time the Halton Hills Coyotes come to Six Nations, it snows, but here we are. This is a big one, folks. That's for sure, especially in the NPHL standings. We've got the Six Nations Rivermen. They're at 4-6 on the season with 8 points. Currently second place in the Northern Division here. And right behind them, also playing, having played 10 games at 3-6 are the Halton Hills Coyotes. So they're only only 1 point behind because they're 3-6-0-0-1. With the overtime point. So they're within 1 point of the Six Nations Ironmen. And of course, the Ironmen, losers of their last 2 games. So this is one game that the Ironmen really want to get back into that win column as we're waiting for the Halton Hills Coyotes, who are just sitting there waiting in the dressing room as the officials have come out. They're waiting for the Coyotes. And of course, last week, the Ironmen dropped a 5-2 decision on the road to the Stratford Irish. And before that, our last game here on Six Nations against the Elvinston Killer Bees, where the Killer Bees came from behind to defeat the Ironmen 7-4. But Saturday's game, that was a great game on Saturday last week. And again, just looking back at it, the Irish got off to a 2-goal lead, and Brendan Anderson again got on the board, and Terry Bridgeland for the Ironmen. And the Irish just held the lead and held things back, and the Ironmen couldn't quite get things going. As here come the Halton Hills Coyotes. They're finally getting onto the ice. Starting goaltenders for this game. Down to the left of us, it's Chris Rabeck. He's got the call for the Ironmen. And now down to the other side, just looking at what number that is, that's number 67. That's Denny Dumblestein. And he's going to be protecting the twine tonight for the Halton Hills Coyotes. Thank you again for joining us. It looks like we're going to be ready to go for NPHL action. And we're off and going. Stephen Laforme off the draw. He passes it to Green. There's an opportunity. Green to Laforme. And the Ironmen off to a quick start here. Coyotes getting out of their own end. They chip that out. Nikolai Saloff is in pursuit of that. Watch out for Saloff. He's their leading scorer as the Ironmen come back down. There's the shot. And a save by Dumblestein. Brendan Anderson in the corner. He's going to muscle his way, and they both go to the ice as the Coyotes recover. Saloff again dumps it down into the left-hand side. That's set up by Hrebeck as the Ironmen try to get out. Nice tip pass by Sokol, and a save by Dumblestein again. Theo Hilda. Sokol and Dumblestein tested again on the one-time shot. The Ironmen have come out hot here today. They cross the blue line. There's a shot from Bridgeland, and that one's stopped by Dumblestein. Bridgeland again. He fires it up high. And that one just goes wide of the blocker of Dumblestein, but Dumblestein under attack already early in the early going here. As it looks like we said from the top, the Ironmen really want to get a W here today on home ice. Face off won by the Coyotes. As they head up the blue line. Puck down in the other end. As the puck in the neutral zone. Nice little battle. There's a dump in by the Coyotes, recovered by the Ironmen. But again, roster's not given to us, so we're just quickly getting things going as Green tries to ring the puck around the boards, but it hits a partition. And now they have to start again behind Hrebeck. Brown dumps it in. In pursuit, Mitch Green in there. He lays a hit off the corner. General dumps it in. And Summersall picks it up. He's going to go for a save. Summersall has it, crosses the blue line. Nifty little move as he's going to go try and cycle. And there's a shot and a save by Hrebeck, his first off the stick of Elias and Najim. Najim has it. He's in deep. Looks for Saloff, but couldn't connect on that one. As Salmon tries to go across ice and can't, as the Coyotes. And these nifty green jerseys, I like these compared to the silver and black. I liked the silver and black last week, but boy, oh boy, I like the green as Stephen Laforme has it. There's a shot saved by Dumblestein again. Laforme stick handles around a pair of Coyotes. He looks for the give and go, but couldn't connect on that. Coyotes going to break out of their own end here. There's Austin Maeda. He's going to shoot that one. Karam's off the boards. As we've got a face-off to the left of Hrebeck. There's a shot. That one goes up top. Puck goes all the way down. Patient battle there. There we go. We have the live rosters now. As there's still no number 21. That must be the reason why the Halton Hills Coyotes were in the dressing room, tried to confuse me here. There's the tipped up pass. And over the glass. There we go. Face off. That one won by Kaplan. As Campese tries to get it out and does, but the Ironmen bring it back in and Hyde shoots it back out. Again, a hot start for the Ironmen as they really want to get things going here early on. Is Mitch Brown on the draw. He wins it. There's a shot from Sukol, a snapper that goes over the Dubelstein. Summersall starts the breakout. There's a big hit. That one from Skylar Thomas. He railroads Jackson Kaplan as Jackson Kaplan heads to the bench. Bridgeland looked for Thomas there on the one time. What a nice stick check by Brendan Jang. Nice stretch pass intended for Bridgeland, but couldn't connect on that one. As the Ironmen head down into the Coyotes' end again. Dubelstein, backhand pass, starts out the breakout. As Jeff Salmon banks it off the boards. Salah, there's the shot. And that one's stopped by Hrebeck as he drops it back for Summersall, who tries to get it on net but can't. Leonte. There's the snapshot from Hyde and deflected wide. Hyde with it again. And this time into the breadbasket of Hrebeck, who didn't really know where the puck was on that first shot. Key for the Halton Hills Coyotes in this one, just get pucks on net, try to get rebounds, jump on those loose pucks. I think that's the big key for the Coyotes today. And again, the big key, same thing for the Ironmen, just get pucks on Dubelstein and play that fast type tempo that they have as Laforme has it. There he is. There's the one-time attempt as he tries to find Tycee Cowan but couldn't connect on that one. Miller drops it back as the Coyotes try to take their time to get out of the zone. Summersall, his pass to Leonte. We're going to have a stoppage in play here. Both teams feeling each other out again. 13:20 to go here in the first period. Thanks a lot for joining us here for NPHL action. That face-off won by the Ironmen as they go D to D. Try to get out of their zone here. Theo Hill, he's going to do a little stick check. Puck recovered by Jang. He goes D to D, back to Jang. He's in his own corner, looking to make a breakout pass here. Jang stops behind the net, looks, tries to go cross ice. Dangerous pass, but all the way down, couldn't connect as that touched Antone's stick, and the icing was waved off. Antone now with it. Antone trying to stretch it. Intended pass for Theo Hill on that one, but they couldn't connect on it. Well, we have a break in the action again next week, December 7th. The next home game is going to be the big teddy bear toss game, so don't you dare miss that one. Come live. You're watching the game on YouTube on the tape delay, but come on and catch the action live here on Six Nations. Great action, always lots of great giveaways, but this time it's the teddy bear toss, so make sure you head over to the arena for the 3:30 game next week. Halton Hills rings the puck around the boards into the Ironman end as they're trying to control. There's a nice cycle. Oh, on the spot, but couldn't connect there as Nikolai Salov with the beautiful pass. That one intended for Leonte. We're just looking at the Halton Hills stats for the season. This Salov, he's the leading scorer. He's got 11.7 goals, 4 assists. He's leading the way as Dubelstein tries to clear it along the boards. Puck goes back into the Coyotes' end. As Summersall picks it up, he's going to lose it though. Mitch Green has it. There's a shot. He waves on that one and just misses off the mark. Coyotes getting that bus rust off the legs here as they've given the puck up in their own end a couple of times. Dubelstein's bailed them out on a couple of occasions. Leonte to Maeda, who shoots that one wide, dumps it in. Salmon tries to keep it in. Brendan Anderson, he's leading the charge here. There's the pass to Cowan. Cowan tries to go out front again. One too many passes here by the Ironmen. There's a nice defensive play by Sukal, who picks it up into the corner. Sukal tries to clear and does. Easily picked up by Jang, who's going to take a look. Takes a whiff at it first, but then dumps it down. That one off a stick, and the icing's waved off. Laforme, he's going to start out at his own end. Tries to chip it, get it out as Skylar Thomas tries to chip it out but can't. Sukal's going to take a turn. He's going to wind up from long distance and almost got the long distance dial in. Brett Cole has it. Chips it into the Ironman end as Bridgeland now has it. He's going to try and go a long distance. He finds Skylar Thomas, who jukes. Thomas, shot. And a save by Dubelstein. Just look at that on the replay here. Is the Ironman end as Bridgeland now has it. He's going to try and go a long distance. He finds Skylar Thomas, who jukes. Thomas, shot. Thomas. And a nice save by Dubelstein. As Summersall has it, he crosses over into the Ironman end, but can't make anything work. A Laforme pass intercepted. And there's another tip opportunity off the stick of Josh Miller. But he just off the mark as Horebeck looked like he was there for the save. Laforme out-muscles the opposition there as the puck goes down to the other end as Summersall takes a hit from Bridgeland. Summersall kind of looks at the officials, says, "What was that?" As Skylar Thomas has him in pursuit, and there's another hit from Bridgeland. And a shot and a save by Dubelstein. Summersall still down to the other end, pleading his case. Leonte, there's a shot and a save by Horebeck. We're going to look at the, and a shot and a save by Dubelstein. Save here by Horebeck on this Summersall still nice down to the other end, pleading his case. Leonte, there's a shot and a save by Horebeck. As we head back to live action. There's a centering pass shot and a goal. Just like that, the Halton Hills Coyotes take a 1-0 lead here by Horebeck. As we head back to live action. They just lose the puck here. There's a centering pass shot and that's what cost them against the Elvinston Killer Bees a couple of weeks ago in the last home game. Just like that, coughing up the puck, the Halton Hill, and then the opposition making them pay for it. Just like that, the Coyotes now with a 1-0 lead. Leonte. He's got Miller with him as Leonte dumps it in for the Coyotes. Puck goes around the corner, and here's Tycee Cowan with a full head of steam. Oh boy, what a goal by Tycee Cowan. Undresses the defenseman, goes all in. Boy, oh boy, Tycee Cowan in for the Coyotes with the strip here. Puck just goes around the corner, skates the opposition. Tycee Cowan with a full head of steam. Oh boy, oh boy! Tycee Cowan what with a goal! And a nice celebration to boot on that one. Undresses the defenseman, goes up. Just like that, the Six Nations Ironmen have tied this one up at 1 goal apiece. Declare shoots it off the toe of Dubelstein as Sukal. There's a hit in the corner. Kaplan tries to dump it in, but can't. Declare has it again. He's going to try and stretch the ice. Trying to find Green on that. Green and Brown up, stop. Rich Brown dumps it in. The Coyotes going to take their time here. Quick outlet pass. This one to Ty Campbell. Ty Campbell has the shot. And that's stopped by Harebek. Laforme and Najim on the draw. Laforme wins the draw as he heads down the ice and in pursuit of the puck here. He's in the corner. That's Brendan Anderson with it. Anderson, he's in behind the net, battles with the pair. He's got a little bit of support here from Mitch Green. Looks like we've got ourselves a high sticking penalty. Let's see if we can take a look at that one. Anderson, he's in behind the net, battles Mitch Green. Looks like he's got a little bit of support here from, there it is right there, I think. Mitch Green. Looks like we've got ourselves a high sticking. Austin Maeda. Mitch Brown, who wins the draw. The Summersall battles for it along the blue line, and Mitch Brown chips it out. And now the Coyotes are behind their own net trying to set up for their first man advantage of the game. Saloff, he's open. Maeda. Summersall now with it. Salov, he tries to center it. Tried to find Maeda, but couldn't connect on that one. As Tycee Cowan again with a full head of speed gets it and dumps it in. As Mitch Green with the check on Summersall this time. And Mitch Brown with it. Sukol, he's going to lose the puck. The Saloff has it. Saloff down the left side. There's a shot. And he had that right corner picked. But Harebek got the shoulder up. Face off, won by the Coyotes. As they try to work things in. Zhang in the corner. Hyde with it. Back to Zhang. Zhang goes across the ice. Then Najim. Najim. He's got it again in the corner. He's going to go around the net. He's looking to pass. He's got Ty Campbell up top, but couldn't connect on that one. There's the shot. And a save by Harebek. This time off the stick of Brandon Zhang. Coyotes win the draw again. But DeCare dumps it down. Anderson tried to find Stephen Laforme on that one, but couldn't connect on it. Smith and Anderson. Anderson dumps it in on the tip. Collected by Hyde, who tries to go around, and Stephen Laforme hustles in. He's going to be in pursuit again. Hyde with it and behind the net. Laforme giving him a shot as Green touches it in, tries to dump it in. Cole, he loses it, and now Mitch Green has it again. Both teams using the stick check for sure today, that's for certain. Puck goes along the boards. Salmon. Met by Anderson. There's a hit. And it looks like Steve Laforme going to the aid of his good buddy Brendan Anderson. Check out just some of the extracurriculars. There's the, and it looks like it in the corner as guys go in. There's Steve Laforme going to the aid of his good buddy Brendan Anderson to Stephen Laforme here. So one penalty out of that little fracas into the corner. It's Mitch Green trying to plead the case to the officials here. So the Coyotes going to their second power play of the afternoon. Parsons tries to stick check but can't. There's the shot from Leonte. Or sorry, Josh Miller from the point. And Hrebeck into the breadbasket there. No rebound. You know he's seeing the puck well when the no rebounds come. Green tries to fire it around. Halton Hills, full head of speed here. That's Saloff. He drops it back. He's got Maeda and Saloff. Saloff's underneath, but Maeda now goes to Summersall. Back to Maeda. Maeda chases it in the corner. He's met by Parsons, who gives a shot. As Leonte has it. Leonte stripped of the puck by Parsons as he rings it around the boards, and the battle continues. There's a good job killing a penalty, just fired all the way down. As the Coyotes try to get out, but Mitch Brown strips of the puck. I love the hustle on Mitch Brown here. Mitch Brown to Tycee Cowan, two of the smallest guys on the ice, but the fastest and most tenacious, that's for sure, is Mitch Brown. Or Mitch Green, sorry. Brown and Cowan, there's a hit from Cowan. As the Coyotes get back at it. Najim tries to center it, but can't. There's a dump pass. That one intended for Tycee Cowan as he heads to the bench. Nice little spinorama by Salmon. Coyotes can't get it into the too deep into the Ironman zone as delayed offside is washed out. Sukol almost took a speed bump. Loses it here as he rides the line, goes coast to coast and into the Coyotes' end. Thomas dumps it in. Laforme has it in behind. Laforme. Ty Campbell. Out to Campese, who easily handles it down. Thomas tries to dump but can't. Summersall pinches in. And again, Parsons, he tries to go around the Coyotes defender. Alex Hyde, but Alex Hyde with a nice defensive play, moving his feet. And Coyotes try to make something happen here. Penalty is expired. We're at 1:10 to go here in the first period. Action coming at you fast and furious here. Centering pass. That's a wash. So Oakley Thomas has it now. Oakley Thomas up the middle, but the Ironmen are caught offside. .53 seconds to go here in the first period as the Ironmen win in the draw as the Halton Hills Coyotes and the Six Nations Ironmen are all knotted at 1 goal apiece here. Puck goes all the way down. We're going to get another icing penalty or icing call. 39 seconds to go. Theo Hill on the draw. He's going against Najim. One draw. Anderson with a nice one-time shot, but a nice save by Dubelstein, who's had to be sharp. He was sharp early. He had to be because the Ironmen came out early and often, but were foiled by Dubelstein. Summersall goes D to D. Najim dumps it down. Clock ticking away. 12 seconds left on the clock as Summersall tries to pinch it down. Theo Hill tries to cross the line. And nothing doing on that as the first period comes to an end as Brendan Anderson has some words for the Halton Hills Coyotes bench. At the end of the period, and after 1 period of play, it is the Halton Hills Coyotes 1, Six Nations Ironmen 1. Just teeing up the period. Shots on net in this one after 1 period of play. Even at 10 shots apiece. Carlo Leonte with the first goal of the game. And then Tycee Cowan responds at the midway or less than a minute later with that beautiful strip and just out hustling the D to make it a 1-1 game. As it looks like both captains still talking to the officials here. Looks like everybody's done meeting, and we'll be back with more Northern Premier Hockey League action from Six Nations when the second period begins. Thanks for joining us. And a shot and a save by Dubelstein. Summerstall still down at the other end, pleading his case. Leonte, there's a shot and a save by Hrebeck. As we head back to live action. There's a centering pass shot and a goal. Just like that, the Halton Hill in for the Coyotes. Puck goes around the corner, and here's Tycee Cowan with a full head of steam. Oh boy, what a goal by Tycee Cowan. Undresses the defenseman, goes on with it. Anderson, he's in behind the net, battles with the pair. He's got a little bit of support here from Mitch Green. Looks like we've got ourselves a high sticking. And it looks like Steve Laforme going to the aid of his good buddy Brendan Anderson. Welcome back to the Six Nations Sports and Cultural Memorial Center. Daryl Smart along with you for the ride tonight for the Northern Premier Hockey League action, second period action between the Halton Hills Coyotes and the Six Nations Ironmen. Thanks for joining us. Just to recap that first period, again, Carlo Leonte got the goal scoring started, and then, of course, Tycee Cowan with the response as period number 2 is on the way. Thanks for joining us. LaForme now has it. He's going to try and center. He found Green but couldn't connect as Green finishes his check off. Green to LaForme. LaForme can't get a handle on it. The wet ice doing a great job as Green now has it. Drops it back to LaForme. LaForme fires it. And that one goes up top into the ceiling here at the arena on Six Nations of the Grand River. Thanks again for joining us. 10-10 shots on net after one period of play. Both Denny Dubelstein and Chris Raybeck had to be sharp in that first period. Is Stephen LaForme and Nikolai Salov on the draw. Coyotes. Salov leading the way as he breaks away past the blue line, tries to dump it by to Leonte. He dumps it in to the Ironmen end, who try to get it out. Oh my goodness, all alone, and a save by Raybeck. Oh boy, Chris Raybeck just robbed the Halton Hills Coyotes. Tries to dump it by to Leonte. And an Ironman giveaway, and again, this is something that the Ironman tried to get it out. Oh my goodness, all alone, and a save by Raybeck. Oh boy, all alone. So we go back to live action. Boy, oh boy, that's a start of a period for a goaltender. Coyotes dump it back down into the right side of the Ironman. Puck loose along the right side boards is Hayden Smith to Terry Bridgeland, who lowers the boom on Jang. Ironman trying to get it out of their own end, having a little bit of trouble. And a shot and a save by Raybeck, who handles that one easily. Kyle Parsons, Antone on defense on this shift. Brown loses the draw. Shot and a save by Raybeck, but the puck goes down. There's a centering pass. And another save by Raybeck off the stick of Ty Campbell. And there's another stop. Raybeck's had to be sharp in the early going in this second period. That wet ice here, Six Nations, kind of tricks everybody up a little bit. Slows things down just a little bit. Six Nations used to that high tempo action, but with that little wet ice, kind of slows things down as it begins to harden here. Coyotes along the boards trying to battle along with the Ironmen. Alex Hyde keeps it in, but can't make anything develop as Parsons gets knocked off the puck. And the Coyotes dump things back in as Raybeck goes all the way around. Mitch Brown tries to go across ice to Tycee Cowan. There's a shot from Summersall that goes over top of the net and into the corner and around the boards. As the battle continues along the boards, Parsons now with it. He has Thomas and Brown dumps it in. Intends to dump it down off the glass, but got that thing up a little too high. And over the glass, and we've got ourselves a stoppage in play here. LaForme on the draw. With Saloff as LaForme now has it, crosses the blue line, Drops it back. There's a shot and a save by Dubelstein off the stick of Sean General. Battle along the boards as Somersall looked like he took one off the chops, and it looks like that's going to be Stephen Laforme going to the penalty box here. Let's take a look at the replay. Sean General. Battle in the corner. Battle along the boards as Somersall looked like he took one off the chops, and it looks like .17:01 to go. Oh, it looks like Somersall is going to go to the box as well. So offsetting penalties here. Going to go back to 5-on-5 action. Theo Hill on the draw. He wins it. There's a shot from Sukol, saved by Dubelstein. Rebound collected by the Coyotes. Puck along the boards. Porter tries to get it to Theo Hill, who's in pursuit of the puck in behind the net. Jeff Salmon along the boards. Saloff with it. He's going to speed through and is met by a pair of Ironmen defenders as they collect the puck. Stretch pass. That one intended for Porter, who kicks it down into the other end. In favor of a change here. Coyotes trying to get out of their own end. A good forecheck by this Ironman line, led by Brendan Anderson, who dumps it down. Ironmen have it. There's a shot. And Mitch Green almost gets a handle on it. Puck bounced over. And no can do on that one. But a nice opportunity for the Ironmen. Let's take a look, see if we got that one on the replay. Green almost gets a handle on it. Puck bounced over, just missed it. .16 to go. Here's Brown, goes across to Smith. Which Green finds Anderson. Anderson tries to weave some magic in the slot area but can't. Brown, shot. That one blocked by the Coyotes as Anderson rifles that one. Rebound comes loose, and the Coyotes collect that one. Najum has it. Najum, toe drag, and he tries to go far side on Hray, but can't. Maeda now with it. Maeda Leonte with the wrister one time, and that one goes wide. Ty Campbell keeps the puck in. Maeda around the net. Oh, there's the centering pass. That one out to Campbell, who that one's tipped. Oakley Thomas finds Green, who dumps it in. Theo Hill in pursuit of that. Theo Hill doing a nice job of keeping the puck in. Brown goes D to D on the blue line as General dumps it in. And the Coyotes come back out for more. Leonte, he tries to center it to Maeda, but can't find anything. Looks like Bridgeland here on the right side. He's got a full head of steam, and that one off the pipe. Bridgeland had an opportunity, beat Dubelstein, but couldn't beat the net. Green to Bridgeland. Bridgeland battling hard. There's Thomas with it. He gets a handle on it. So does Green, and that one's blocked that time by Leonte. Leonte battling in the corner with a pair of Ironmen as the Coyotes come out. Campbell down low now. That's Salmon. Shot. Harabik not really sure where that one was, but he got a handle on that one. It looks like it might be stuck in his gear. Face off, and again, Hrebeck stops that one, and we've got ourselves another stoppage in play here. LaForme and Cole battling in the face-off dot there. The Ironmen in their own end try to break things out here, starting out behind the Ironman net. LaForme hands it off to Oakley Thomas. Couldn't get a handle on it as a trio of Ironmen were riding the tightrope on the blue line, but we're called on the offside here as the face-off's just underneath us here. Coyotes into the Ironman end. There's a shot. Hrebeck directs that one with his stick. That one off the stick of Najim. Coyotes dump it in one more time. LaForme tries to battle along the boards but loses it as the puck goes all the way around the boards and out of the Ironman end now. There's Tycee Cowan. He's got an opportunity. Tycee Cowan with an opportunity. And Dubelstein with the save on that one. Another opportunity by Tycee Cowan. Sukal now has it. Sukal out to Cowan, who had that great opportunity. Had all Swedish and no finish on that one. Great opportunity, but a nice save by Dubelstein on that. There's a fanned opportunity and a centering pass, and Leonte couldn't get a handle on that shot as the Ironmen come rushing back out. Sean General in pursuit. Dumps the Coyotes defender into the boards as the Coyotes come right back. It's Leonte. There's the somersault shot, the save by Hrebeck. Coyotes trying to get some possession here, go D to D and trying to get inside the Ironman end and do, but Theo Hill breaks things out here. Theo Hill has General with him and Brown. Is Theo held at the line. And Leonte has it to Maeda. Maeda to Leonte, and a save by Hrebeck. Oh boy, oh boy. What a save by Hrebeck. As we're going to look at the replay on that one, is Theo, as that play developed, down to the other end. Held at the line. And Leonte has it to Maeda. Maeda to Leonte, and a save by Hrebeck. Oh boy, oh. Beautiful save by Hrebeck. Green wins the draw and hands it off to Anderson, who loses it along the boards. Mitch Brown, sorry. In pursuit on the forecheck. He and Anderson trying to make something happen here as the Coyotes break out of their own end. Brett Cole now with it on the right side, and there's a easy pad save by Hrebeck as Anderson down the right side. Anderson has it, and a poke check by Dubelstein. Parsons goes across. He had Brown with him and Green couldn't connect on that as he has it now. Green dumps it, Brown with the tip, and Dubelstein with the save. Coyotes come back down into the Ironman end, try to work things out. As the battle along the boards continue. Hyde with it. There's a shot and a save by Hrebeck, who's been busy. Boy, oh boy. Chris Hrabeck's come to play tonight, that's for sure. Again, he and Tim Porter sharing the majority of the goaltending duties here for the Ironmen. A friendly battle to see who's the number one goaltender on this team. That hasn't been established yet. And again, the Ironmen, a new addition to Senior A hockey. Definitely not showing those expansion woes, that's for sure. They've been in every single game so far. That's a entertaining brand of hockey to watch, that's for sure. And make sure you head on over to the arena here in Six Nations to watch this team play live. I know you get to watch it on YouTube, but to get the full experience, come to watch the game. A great fan experience here as the Coyotes try to get the puck out of their own end. Sukal stops that as Oakley Thomas looks for the hit. As they try to bring the Coyotes to their knees here. As Thomas centering pass to Bridgeland, and Bridgeland couldn't get a handle on it. Bridgeland circles around, out at the point. LaForme, there's that Oakley Thomas wide open. But the centering pass tipped up as LaForme has it again. LaForme circles around. There's a shot by Thomas and a save by Dubelstein. And another stop by Dubelstein. Boy, oh boy. What a save by Dubelstein as the Ironmen with a pair of opportunities. LaForme has it again. LaForme circles around. There's a shot by Thomas and a save by Dubelstein. And another stop by Dubelstein. Boy, oh boy. Go back to the live action here. Brown chips it in and an attempted tip attempt. Another centering pass. That one again thwarted by the Coyotes. Coyotes, Maeda. There's a shot and a save by Hrabeck. Another nice save by Hrabeck. He's had to be sharp again. Still looking at the replay here on that one. Coyotes, Maeda. There's a shot and a save by Hrabeck. 7:59 remaining in the second period here. All knotted at one goal apiece. Lots of saves by these two goaltenders. No goals in this second, as we're well over the halfway point in the period as Tycee Cowan breaks loose. He's going to try and wrap around, and he finds Skylar Thomas with him as Theo Hill circles around. Theo off the blue line here as Leonte pursues him. Theo Hill still with it, tries to cross over to Green. Green has Brown with him, but couldn't get a stick on it. As it looks like we're going to have a Coyotes penalty here. Yes, 2 minutes for tripping. Just taking a look at who that is right underneath us. That's Maeda, it looks like. So that's a big penalty. One of the big guns for the Coyotes. As the Ironmen go to their first power play of the game. LaForme working in the corner with Green. Anderson's got it. Out to Sukal. Sukal crisscrosses with Anderson. Out to Theo. Anderson with the one-time opportunity. That one goes wide, but the carom picked up easily by LaForme, who gets it back to Anderson. Anderson to Sukal. Sukal His shot's blocked, but the loose puck picked up by Laforme. Laforme, he's going to pop out and go back in behind the net. There's a one-time shot from Sukol. Rebound shot, scores! Wow. What a goal by Brendan Anderson. Johnny on the spot on that one. Laforme. And on the power play, pop out and go back in behind the net. The Six Nations Ironmen. There's a one-time shot
Get
from
up
Sukol.
and
Rebound shot,
2-1.
scores! Thanks to Brandon Anderson. And that rebound on the power play. That's just great hustle by Anderson. And a nice, that's the way the power play is supposed to go, folks. Coyotes come back down around the net and around. Puck down in the boards as the Ironman defense. Sandy Porter picks it up and dumps it all the way down. And we've got ourselves another stoppage in play. Oh boy, that's how you work a power play, folks. And again, one of the big keys for this Six Nations Ironman team, be in the plus department when it comes to the power play and being shorthanded. All too often they get shorthanded and that's when they get bit. But when they're on the power play, this offense can really move the puck around and obviously work their way to a goal. And Brendan Anderson showed that one. Somersault pinches the blue line, tries to dump it back in for the Coyotes as the Ironmen rifle things around. That was Brown. Somersault again. He finds the Jim, who dumps it down. Hrebeck. Looks like he's got a full steam of confidence, Hrebeck, right now. He's the most confident I've seen him all season long. He looks great in there right now. Antone now with it up the boards. Tries to avoid the check from Saloff. Coughs up the puck, but the Ironman still with it. Brown. The Brown brothers on the left side here is Mitch Brown pursues down low. And Jacob on the blue line. Porter, nice stick check and corrals the puck. Brown to Bridgeland. Bridgeland back up to Antone. There's Jake Brown with the shot and a save by Dubelstein. Six Nations Ironman doing a really nice job of moving that puck around. Not just going north-south, they're doing a really nice job of going east-west here in the second period. And it's paying dividends with them in control of the puck as Bridgeland waves on the puck, and that still has a hold of it and goes to the point. Sukol, snapper, picked up by the Coyotes, who blocked that shot as they head up the ice. Maeda dumps it in. Goes all around the boards as Jang with the shot. Tried to get a tip on that one from Miller but couldn't connect. Bridgeland banks it off the boards. Sukol has it now. Puck comes loose and all the way back down to the Ironman end as now both teams kind of jockey for position. There's a stretch pass intended for Sukol. Sukol has it. Center ice. Dumps it in. Again, the jockeying for position. There's a shot from Theo. And that one goes through the wickets, but not into the net. Theo looked to beat Dubelstein on that one as the puck goes all the way down. There's a shot and Hrebeck with the save. Brett Cole with it. Coyotes with numbers. There's another shot. That one off the pad of Hrebeck, who had the seal. Along the post as he kind of shook his head. He knew he stopped the shot, but he probably wanted to get the rebound on that one. But again, when we have the opportunity, again, next week's game, December 7th at 3:30. Make sure you come on down to the arena for this one. This one's a big one. Teddy Bear Toss Night, where all donations will be provided to the Six Nations Christmas baskets. The game will be right here at the Six Nations Cultural Memorial Center against the Strathroy Jets, who we haven't seen so far this year. And of course, I believe Rob Shrimp plays for them, former NHLer. So that should be a good one. As we've got a little bit of extracurricular activity in front of Dubelstein. Looks like we're going to get some penalties here. There's a roughing call. That's going to be Skylar Thomas going to the box. And as a result, the face-off's going to be all the way down to the other end, to the right of Chris Raybeck. 3:03 to go here in the second period. Daryl Smart along with you for the ride today on the Daryl Smart Media YouTube page. Thanks for joining us along for this ride in the Northern Premier Hockey League action as the Coyotes. Leonte passes it to Miller, who dumps it down in. Coyotes on the power play. There's a shot, and the best thing to do for a goaltender on the power play is eat up those minutes and swallow the puck just like Chris Raybeck did. He is looking very confident right now. Maeda, Salov, and Leonte up front for the Coyotes on this power play is Salov is checked off the puck. Maeda now has it. Maeda tries to center. Leonte couldn't get a handle on it as the Ironmen just shove it down as Summersall is trying to cross the blue line. He's going to go coast to coast here. Summersall, he's got Salov with him, and Salov couldn't get a handle on that puck. Leonte met by Tycee Cowan, who's been a very effective penalty killer so far. And this one is Sukel's in pursuit on the forecheck. Coyotes are going to slow things down here. Maeda, he's going to start his, again, Mitch Brown just circling around the net on a great pinch. As Najim tries to make some magic happen, but can't. Brown. He wins the battle for the puck. Mitch Brown around the boards. He tries to get it back to the point, but in the hands of the Coyotes. Leonte, who can't get a handle on it, as Summersall now dances in front of his net. Tries to get possession. He's going to dump it down, head to the bench. 4 seconds remain on the Skylar Thomas penalty. There's Mitch Green with it. Green shot, and that one off the blocker of Dubelstein. That was a great little play. Penalty there's Mitch Green with it. Green shot, and that one off the blocker of Dubelstein. That was a great little play. .50 seconds remain here in the second period as we're back to live action. Theo Hill in pursuit of it, as well as Terry Bridgeland. Theo with it now. Theo circles around. He's got it. Thomas with the shot. That one goes up high and into the glove of Dubelstein with 27 to go in this second period. And the Six Nations Ironmen up by a goal. Great effort by the Ironmen here. Really trying to press the issue and put pressure Trying to get a last second goal here with 27 to go. There's a shot from the top from Thomas. Stopped by Dubelstein and into the corner. Pinch. There's a shot, and that one just goes wide of the net as Sukol dumps it in. Theo in behind, goes behind the back to Bridgeland. Bridgeland with the shot, and that one's blocked. Sukol has it and dumps it into the corner for Bridgeland. Penalty expiring, but time winding down, and the centering pass is the buzzer marks the end of the second period. And after 40 minutes of play, the Six Nations Ironmen are holding on to a 2-1 lead over the Halton Hills Coyotes here at the Six Nations Sports and Cultural Memorial Center. Second period, only one goal in the period, and that was Brendan Anderson's goal. We'll take a look at that one right now. LaForne, he's going to pop out and go back in behind the net. Brendan Anderson right into the slot.
There's a one-time shot from Sukol.
Nice
Rebound shot, scores!
Flex the rebound on that one. Wow. And that is your only goal of the second period. But the real story are the two netminders. Chris Raybeck and Denny Dubelstein playing fantastic goal between the pipes for these two teams right now. Shots on net. It says 25-16 in favor of the Six Nations Ironmen. So, yeah, Dubelstein has been the busier of the two, but Raybeck has had to make a number of quality saves. But we'll be back with more Northern Premier Hockey League action when the third period begins. Thanks a lot for joining us, and we'll see you in the third period. Green almost gets a handle on it. Puck bounced over. And no can do on that one. But a nice opportunity. The Ironmen end now. Here's Tycee Cowan. He's got an opportunity. Tycee Cowan with an opportunity. And Dubelstein with the save on that one. Is Theo. Held at the line. Eliante has it to Maeda. Maeda to Leonte, and a save by Hrebeck. Oh boy. Oh. As Laforme has it again. Laforme circles around. There's a shot by Thomas and a save by Dubelstein. And another stop by Dubelstein. Boy, oh boy. Coyotes, Maeda. There's a shot and a save by Hrebeck. Another nice save by Hrebeck. He's had to be sharp again. Still looking at the replay. Laforme, he's going to pop out and go back in behind the net. There's a one-time shot from Suklo. Rebound shot, scores! Wow. Penalty is, there's Mitch Green with it. Green shot, and that one off the blocker of Dubelstein. That was a great little play. Welcome back to Six Nations of the Grand River for period number 3 of this Northern Premier Hockey League tilt between the Halton Hills Coyotes and the Six Nations Ironmen. Brendan Anderson's 5th goal of the season, his 15th point on the campaign, has the hometown Six Nations Ironmen up by a score of 2-1, partially in thanks to the goaltending of Chris Hrabeck. And of course, down the other end, Denny Dumblestein, just as busy and as spectacular. And away we go for period number 3, and the Coyotes have an early opportunity and an early save by Hrabeck, who's really dialed in tonight, that's for sure. Love seeing a confident goaltender. Of course, part of being the goaltenders union, you like to see it. And Hrabeck is certainly confident just the way he's playing right now as Sukul stretches it, tries to get Brendan Anderson, but that puck intercepted and dumped all the way back down into the Ironman end as the Ironmen try to maneuver their way back into the Coyotes end. LaForme, a full head of steam, puck knocked off, but down, dumped into the Coyotes end finally. Summersall now picks it down the right side, and he's going to take a hit from Steve LaForme. Salov now with it, their leading scorer, with the shot and a nice glove save by Chris Hrabeck. Again, the Ironmen just have to keep doing what they're doing, keep the pressure on. Solid defense, and the big thing is not giving up the puck in their own end. I think that's the big one, as Oakley Thomas now has it down, and he looked for Theo Hill, who tried to get a stick on it, but couldn't connect. Hill tried to get it back to Jake Brown. Stick handles and tries to stretch it out to Oakley Thomas. Oakley Thomas and Bridgeland now. Bridgeland with a full head of steam in behind the net. He's going to circle around and go around the other way, but nobody's there to pick up the puck as the Coyotes now head down into the Ironman end. Puck rimmed around the boards as Thomas and Theo Hill now try to connect across the Coyotes' blue line, but can as Maeda has it now. Maeda and Miller. Miller. There's Jang with the shot from an odd angle, and there's the rebound. Gobbled up by Maeda and Chris Hrabeck. Alert, as he has been all in this game, with a nice save and a face-off down to the left of the Ironman goaltender. Ironman win the draw, try to get the puck out of the zone here as Mitch Brown tries to flick it off the grass, or off the glass, sorry, as Tycee Cowan and Green pick it up. There's a shot, the goal! My, oh my! What a quick goal on that one, as we're going to take a look at the replay, and that was a beaut off the grass, or off the glass.
This is just all hustle right here.
Cowan. Green
Speed
pick it up,
and
there's a
hustle.
shot, the goal!
And that's exactly what
My, oh my! The Ironmen need to do. They got to take advantage of that speed. That's Mitch Brown with the goal. Boy, oh boy. That's a great way to start the third period. Now the Ironmen have a 3-1 lead. Puck along the boards. That was Skylar Thomas with the goal, sorry. Skylar Thomas was going so fast I couldn't see his number. Streaking down the right side like that. Boy, oh boy. And again, that's kind of the bread and butter of this Six Nations Ironman team. Got to take advantage of its speed. Got some small guys on the ice, but boy, oh boy, they're so skilled and fast. Oh, there's a shot and a goal. That one kind of went through the screen. As we look at the replay, the Coyotes
speed with the 3-2.
Got some small guys on the ice, but boy, oh boy, they're
cutting the
so
lead to 3-2,
and there it is right there.
Just
there's a shot and a goal. Shot on net. It kind of looked like it. That one kind of went through the screen. It was up in the air, and I think it went through a couple of players. Porter now and LaForme try to get the puck into the Coyotes' end. As Najim tries to dance in and can't. Summersol's going to set things up. The Coyotes now looking to tie this thing up. They dump it in. Hrebeck couldn't get a handle on it, but the whistle blows. 16:43 to go here in the third period. That Skylar Thomas goal is looking like a big one now, that's for sure. Theo Hill, Maeda on the draw. The Ironmen win that, but can't get it out. There's the quick shot. That one from Jang is saved by Hrebeck. Centering pass intended for Maeda, couldn't connect on that one as Brendan Anderson has numbers. He's got Theo Hill, Mitch Green, and Green with the shot. That one tipped up off a stick. As Anderson with the nice forecheck. He's going to collect it into the corner. Anderson, and with a rebound, had two whacks at it and couldn't put it past Dubelstein. Hayden Smith with it. The whistle's going to blow here. On the offside. $15:55 to go here, third period. Ironmen 3, Coyotes 2. We got ourselves a good one here on a Sunday afternoon. There's a shot from the point off the shoulder of Hrebeck. That one caught Hrebeck kind of in the helmet there, and it looks like along the ear, and it looks like his strap on the mask kind of popped off, and a lot of times that happens with the puck hitting the side of the mask. It'll pop that strap off as Hrebeck takes a look at his helmet, sees the new souvenir of a mark on it. Draw won by the Ironmen, who head up, led by Bridgeland. Bridgeland has Mitch Brown with them as he goes full head of steam. Mitch Brown, he's going to try and wrap it around, but couldn't get a handle on it. As the Coyotes come back out, led by Brett Cole. Cole's shot, dump in, right into the glove of Hrebeck, and we're going to slow things down again at 15:25 to go here in the third period. Again, make sure to come on down to the arena for next week's game. Strathroy Jets are in town. It's a 3:30 start. And it's going to be a special game. The Ironmen will feature the teddy bear toss. And of course, the first goal of the game, all the fans in attendance get to throw their teddy bears or stuffed animals that they bring to the game onto the ice. It's always fun seeing a teddy bear toss, but the teddy bear toss night were all donations provided to the Six Nations Christmas baskets. And that game will be right here at the Six Nations Sports and Cultural Memorial Center against the Strathroy Jets. And again, 3:30 start time here. So don't you dare miss it, and come on down to the arena and watch it. NPHL live in person. Watching it on YouTube's great, but getting that game feeling, another nice crowd here on hand at the arena. My good buddy Jace Martin on the microphone and the DJ. And Ben Hill, my good buddy, the technical guru. He's on the camera today, and always thanking him for his efforts. One of the best in the business. We're lucky to have him here. Is Maeda and Theo Hill head to another draw here. Won by Hill. Sukal tries to bank it off the boards and out of the zone, but can't. And now the Ironmen get it. Sandy Porter's got it down the left side. Porter, he's met by a defender. As Sukal heads in. And Porter's now going to dump it all around. General tries to find it, but can't. It's Maeda. He's going to find Josh Miller. So we've got ourselves another offside here. As the Coyotes trying to get into the zone, but again, White skating on the tightrope, known as the blue line here. Maeda and Hill on the draw again. Theo wins the draw, tries to pass it to himself, but can as the Coyotes defense pick up the puck and dump it down. Sean General along the boards tries to outlet pass for Hill, but couldn't connect. That puck's loose in front. The Sukal hits Leonte along the boards, about 3 feet away from the boards. Theo Hill now with it. He's got some numbers here. He heads it into the Coyotes' end. DeCare and Parsons try to get the puck out all the way down to the other end, and Brendan Anderson, he's the first one to it. A nice poke by Dubelstein, and Theo Hill was right there, but Dubelstein with the quick stick. Is Anderson in behind the net? Anderson tries to center it, but the paddle down collects that. There's a shot. That one from Mitch Green. As Green heads into the zone again. Full head of steam. There's a penalty, and it looked like Mitch Brown was going to pick up the puck. But instead, we've got ourselves a holding penalty. As Green heads into the zone again. Full head of steam. Here, there's along the boards. There's a penalty, and it looked like Mitch Brown was going to pick up the puck. But instead, we've got ourselves a hole. So the Coyotes go back to work on the power play here. Down by a goal. Miller up top. This is Salkov. There's a shot, and that one blocked by Antone. Mitch Brown now has it and dumps it in to the Coyotes' end. Maeda loses it. Mitch Brown, great penalty killer. He and Tycee Cowan, who's in pursuit. Mitch Brown dumps it in. Cowan pursues. Almost come up with the puck on the forecheck. Saloff, he's going to dance around the net. Looking for a pass, and he's going to lose that one to Mitch Brown. Puck along the boards. Big battle. Jordan Leonte gets it out. Miller. Pass to Saloff. Saloff, here's the pass to Miller, and his shot just goes wide. Dubelstein. Cross tries to stretch the ice with his pass to Somersall. But now Laforme now with it. Laforme behind his back to Hill, but couldn't connect as the Coyotes led by Jang is almost offside there as Leonte did the splits to prevent the offside from happening. Stretch pass from Sukal, intercepted. And we got ourselves another offside. Face off just in front of the Ironman bench, won by the Ironmen. There's a clearing pass attempt. Tried to find Laforme, who had a glove on it, so no icing on it. And the Coyotes coming back out. And this is Leonte. Jang with it. He's going to go in the corner. Ty Campbell with it. He's going to try and find Jang, who tried to tip it, but that went wide. There's a shot and a save by Hrebeck. Another save by Hrebeck with the paddle down. Campbell, he's met by a pair of Ironmen. Now Laforme, he headmans it. Tried to get it to Green and Theo Hill, but couldn't connect on that. On the icing. 10:15 to go here in the third period. We got a tight one here, folks. Shots on net so far in this third period. Halton Hills 17. And the Ironmen with 13. That can't be right. I think that might be 6-5 in favor of the Coyotes. I think they mixed up the periods, I think, in the shots on net. So shots on net in the second period, 17-13 in favor of the Coyotes. But now it's 6-5. As here's Green on the break. Dances, shoots, saved by Dubelstein. Boy, oh boy, that was a beaut. Take a look at that on the replay. Favor
like
the
Mitch
Coyotes,
Green all
but now
alone.
It's 6-5 for Mitch Brown's side.
Here's
Green on the break. Dances, shoots, saved by Dubelstein. Nice little move. Boy, oh boy, that was a beaut. Back to live action here. Does the Ironmen try to add to the lead here? Mitch Brown now with it. With that great opportunity and a nice little deke, but bettered by Dubelstein on that one. Bridgeland hit along the boards, tries to create the loose puck opportunity as Jake Brown with the shot down into the corner. Smith collects it along the boards. Oakley Thomas battling in behind the net. Oakley Thomas now with it, and Bridgeland gets a handle on it. Ironman are really a strong team. These men are strong. Always to the puck, always winning those battles along the boards is Salov now with it. Saloff dances down the left side. Saloff's going to try and center it. Tried to find Leonte, but couldn't connect. Leonte, he's hit by Bridgeland. It's Najim. There's a shot. That one from Campbell, and that one goes wide, just off the mark. Najim again. He's met by Jake Brown, who the physicality in the corner. Here, we're going to have some penalties here. Look on the replay on here is the physicality really picked up here by Jake Brown, who the physicality in the corner. Here, we're going to have some penalties here. Who do we have in the penalty box here? As the penalty box doors have not opened yet. Penalty box doors haven't opened yet. Trying to figure out who had the infraction is head coach Ryan Davis talking to the officials here. Looks like it's Oakley Thomas heading to the bench, to the penalty box. Face off to the right of Hrebeck. It's going to be another Ironman penalty. As the Coyotes go back to work here on the power play. There's a shot from the top. Off the stick of Salmon, and a save by Hrebeck. 8:15 to go in the third period here. Coyotes on another power play. Salmon to Maeda. There's a shot and a save by Harebek off the stick of Maeda. 1:34 to go in the power play here. Oh, that's a big hit. As I don't know who that was. That Brendan Anderson that took that hit, I think. Is he slow to get up? We're gonna take a look at that one in a second once they figure out what just happened. And we're going to get penalties here. As they sort things out, let's take a look at that hit. And it all started just off the draw here, as you can see. Oh, that's a big hit. Anderson. He took a big hit. And we're back, and they're trying to sort things out here. And it looks like Anderson is going to the penalty box after getting hit and drilled into the boards there. As the two officials are really trying to sort this out here. If Anderson's the only one in the box here, that's going to be a two-man advantage for the Halton Hills Coyotes. No, that one sounded bad. That's for sure. They're still sorting things out. Let's take another look at this hit. Anderson at the draw, or Anderson along the boards. There it is. There's the hit. And then the reaction after is where Anderson is getting the penalty, it looks like, but Ryan Davis still having a discussion with the officials here as they still look to sort things out. Mitch Green still trying to point some direction here. And again, Brendan Anderson, he's in the box. Oakley Thomas in the box. Oakley Thomas has 1:26 remaining in his penalty. Mitch Green has a smile over at the officials here. And it looks like that's about it. Looks like Brendan Anderson is going to have the only penalty on the play here. And the Coyotes are going to have a two-man advantage here with 7:50 to go in the third period. This is a huge kill. Very huge understatement. But a huge kill here for the Ironmen. The Saloff now winds up. He's met by Tycee Cowan, and who fires it all the way down. Big penalty killers right here. Theo Hill, Tycee Cowan, and Jake Brown. Oh, There's a headman pass to Theo Hill. Tycee Cowan had him, but he couldn't connect on that. Theo Hill, he tries to center it. Cowan's got it now in behind the net. Best way to kill off a penalty is to keep the puck in the other team's zone, and that's what Tycee Cowan and Theo Hill have just done. 25 seconds to go, and the Oakley Thomas penalty is. Maeda has it. He goes across. Summersal's got it. He's going to fire it. That one goes off his own forward. Carlo Leonte. Summersall has it again. He's going to take his time. Theo Hill and Mitch Brown circling around like sharks. As Brown comes in off the forecheck, Summersall has to give it up quickly. Najim. Out to Campese, who dumps it in. Mitch Brown again. He's got Thomas, who comes out of the bench. Or out of the penalty box. Bridgeland meets him. There's a big hit by Terry Bridgeland, who pops the puck loose but couldn't do anything with that. Jang kind of backhands it along, but Terry Bridgeland, full head of steam, passes center ice over the blue line. And the rebound, and he almost hammers it home. Terry Bridgeland, a great hustle play by him. There's a quick shot by Ty Campbell. Corrals the rebound and in behind the net now. Najim tries to go top cheddar on Hrebeck, but can't. 5:20 to go. In the third period here is, again, Mitch Green. Skylar Thomas with the forecheck. Parsons knocked down and along the boards. He gets back up, backhands it out, and he gets a glove or a stick to the face. Looks at the officials. Is Skylar Thomas. He's got one tonight. There's a nice shovel pass shot and a save by Dubelstein. Boy, that was a nice little play. Nice little flip pass. We'll take a replay on that one. The officials, just a nice little hustle play. Skylar Thomas. Skylar Thomas tonight. There's a nice shovel pass shot and a save by Dubelstein. Boy, that was a nice little play. Nice little flip. Skylar Thomas brings that hustle. And you really like to see that. As the puck comes loose over the Coyotes blue line, we're going to have an offside call here with 4:33 to go. As we've got some more extracurriculars and just a little bit of talking this time. As Brendan Anderson comes out of the penalty box. Probably had a couple of words for the Halton Hills Coyotes after that incident, and he's got a little bit of a smile on his face. Face off just underneath us here, right over top of the penalty box. Brendan Anderson with it. There's a shot, and that one just over the glove of Dubelstein. There's a tip by Anderson. Anderson with another whack at it, and Dubelstein with the save. Brendan Anderson with a trio of opportunities here. We'll take a look at the that one just over the replay on that one. There's a nice shovel by Anderson. Anderson with another whack at it, and Dubelstein with the save. Brendan Anderson with a couple of opportunities to create some distance here on the scoreboard. 4:20 to go in the third period. 1-goal game. Ironmen 3, Coyotes 2 as the puck goes down into the Ironman end. Sukol on the backhand. He's got it to Anderson, who couldn't get a handle on it, and the puck stays in the neutral zone. Coyotes dump the puck down. And off the stick of Hrebeck, who tips it over the glass, and we're going to have ourselves a whistle just to the right of Harabik, who takes a drink of water. He's been busy tonight, folks, that's for sure. Salov and Laforme on the draw. Laforme over top of Salov now. There's a little bit of a pile in the corner as the puck comes out, and Oakley Thomas has it on the right side. Thomas dances, shot, and the save by Dubelstein. Oakley Thomas just barreling in on the rebound, tries to get the loose puck, which is now up in the neutral zone. Coyotes happy to dump it in. Tries to make something happen as Jake Brown collects it, rims it off the boards and all the way out to center ice. Laforme found Thomas, and Thomas now has it. He's going to try to put it on net and just goes wide. Laforme into the corner. Tries to center it to Thomas, couldn't connect. The Somersault gets a stick on it. Somersault tries to spin around, but Oakley Thomas with the hit. Just under 3 to go here in the third period, a 1-goal game. Bridgeland gets a handle on the puck. Backhand pass to Thomas. There's a shot from Brown, who stopped by Dubelstein. Mitch Brown and Skylar Thomas, very similar style of hockey. Both guys really grinding out, but great hands as well. A nice little pass and shot there, but Dubelstein stops it. Off the draw, Parsons dumps it in. Brown now with it. Brown battling along with a pair of Coyotes. Cowan out to the point. There's Parsons with a shot and a save by Dubelstein. This is a real grinding line with a lot of skill here, the Ironmen. Love watching Skylar Thomas, Mitch Brown, and Tycee Cowan really battle it out here. They're just like buzzsaws in the opposition end. Maeda wins the draw. Battle along the boards. The Ironmen come out with it now. Skylar Thomas has it. Tries to get it to the blue line, but puck is out. Now back into the Coyotes' end. Coyotes trying to get it out, but there's Tycee Cowan, strips the puck, and there's an offside. Oh boy, that was close. Let's take a look at the replay on that one. Just shy of the Coyotes' end. And just a great strip by Tycee Cowan, trying to get it out. These two guys. There's Tycee Cowan, strips the puck, and there's an offside. I don't know. Oh boy, that was close. Let's take a look at the replay. Green now with it. Green heads into the corner. Now he has it behind the net. Green off the boards, now on the Sukal stick. Sukal back to Green. Green spins around, gets a shot on net. Dubelstein with another stop. Dubelstein's been real busy in this third period. Back come the Coyotes. There's Najim. Loses the puck. Sukal now has it. Tries to rim it around the boards, and Anderson is met by Maeda. Anderson and Maeda still battling along the boards as puck comes loose, and Brendan Anderson loses his stick. Still gets his foot on it to a defender who dumps it down, and he's going to head to the bench. 1:18 to go here in the third period. As DeCare gets it, he's going to go all the way down. That one off the pipe. DeCare all the way down. Just needed the curling broom on that one. That would have been a backbreaker for the Coyotes. There's 35 seconds remain in the regulation play as Sukal chases for the puck with Maeda. Maeda around the back. He's going to try and find it and center it. And Najim with it. Najum tries to get a handle on it. We'll look at the replay on that one, as the Coyotes are going to use their timeout here.
He's going to try
as
and
the Coyotes are buzzing
it. And Najum with
around,
it.
but Harebek with the paddle down. Najum tries to get a handle on it. Again, thanks again for joining us here on the Daryl Smart Media YouTube page for Northern Premier Hockey League action. This has been a dandy, that's for sure, between these two teams. Both teams very close in the standings. The Ironmen with a 1-point lead in the division. Of course, the Ironmen, their next action is back here at Six Nations against the Strathroy Jets. And of course, it's the teddy bear toss night, where all the donations provided to the Six Nations Christmas basket. So make sure you head to that one. Again, they're going to play the Halton Hills Coyotes again next Saturday, or a Saturday after that. Coyotes win the draw but can't maintain the puck here as Stephen Laforme swipes at it, and Mitch Brown's going to be in pursuit. Mitch Green down to Mitch Brown. Mitch Brown along the boards. He's going to waste some time here, kill the clock, as it looks like that is it. And the Six Nations Ironmen hold on for a 3-2 victory over the Halton Hills Coyotes here. At the Six Nations Sports and Cultural Memorial Center. What a dandy game, folks, that was. Both goaltenders, I'll give them 2 of the stars, that's for sure. Dubelstein and Harebek especially. Shots on net at the end of this game, 35-35. So Dubelstein and Harebek both outstanding in this one. As the two teams shake hands, just to recap the scoring on this one. Carlo Leonte scored the opener, and then Tycee Cowan with a nice strip of the puck and breakaway to make it 1-1, and then Brendan Anderson breaks the tie, gives the Ironmen a 2-1 lead, before Skylar Thomas with a beautiful effort of his own to make it 3-1, and Alex Hyde with the goal from the point to make it a 1-goal game here as the Six Nations Ironmen salute a great crowd here at the Six Nations Sports and Cultural Memorial Center. Looks like Chris Harebek a little bit tired after that one, and indeed he should be. A great game here, and thanks again for joining us on Northern Premier Hockey League action here on the Daryl Smart Media YouTube page, and we will be back with more NPHL action on Sunday afternoon next week when the Six Nations Ironmen host the Strathroy Jets. And again, I know you like watching it on YouTube, but make sure you come on down to the arena. It's going to be a special occasion. It's the teddy bear toss night, where the first goal the Ironmen score, everybody's going to be able to toss their teddy bears, their stuffed animals, or whatever they bring. And with all the donations from the game, or from the teddy bear toss, will be provided to the Six Nations Christmas baskets. And again, that game back here at Six Nations Sports and Cultural Memorial Center against the Strathroy Jets at 3:30 p.m. on Sunday. For Ben Hill, I'm Daryl Smart. Thank you very much for joining us on YouTube, and we will see you next time.